So Adam Barker came out with that video that everybody saw. Now everybody's fucking mage. Everybody put their points into int, and so did I. But, you know, the difference is this guy only uses Moonlight swords, Moonlight Greatsword and Crescent Moon Sword, which is taking a bit to get used to, but coming around on the Crescent Moon thing. Start you guys off about halfway into this invasion because the first half was just standing around on the stairs waiting for the phantoms to go into the level. I'm not gonna fight you guys out there, that's stupid. So we got a mage here and Smo's Great Hammer, which is a tough combination to deal with because you can't really punish the Great Hammer. You gotta respect the Pew Pew Man. So I get my hits in every once in a while and then try and roll out preemptively, which means I can't really punish this guy as fully as I would like to, but I'd rather stay alive and not take hits than be reckless. So more standing around here, which is always very fun. All right, come on, guys. So that's enough there to get Mr. Goldbro in. It's not good stability. GG's. Pew Man gets me once. It's more than enough in my book. So gotta respect his spells in the future. So I try and stay at a lock-on range from the gold. More standing around. And the edgy host. Love it. Playing footsies a little bit here. Gotta treat them both as if they both have straight swords. The wizard guy is, unfortunately for him, wearing the ears, so he takes a little bit more damage from me than he would normally. Which isn't a bad thing here. Here I should have swung twice, but I saw that my health was so low that I was nervous, wanted to back up and heal, and luckily for me, he was too aggressive. Wasn't minding his HP bar, so GG's. At this point, it's just one host, and he's a sword and board, so I probably should have swapped to the Night Slayer's Ring, which is what I would normally do, but I'm not sure why I didn't. Getting guard breaks is something that I really go for against sword and board hosts. Get the guard break. Coming up in a second, I think. But he falls off the stairs, so it resets his animation, which really sucks. But it's okay. We get a second one. Jeez. I forgot about this. Dark Moon might be a little edgy for some of my builds, but you know. The man's name is Moonlighter, dude. Come on. I gotta do Dark Moon. So I wasn't sure if the host had unlocked the shortcut, so I was trying to be nice and let him go. And then here I was like, come on, dude, let's fight. And he decides to R1 me, which is fine. Definitely should not have traded there. Wasn't expecting him to swing after. And then the blue comes with the twin blades that are, you know, rotten pine resin, which ends up being a kind of a pain to deal with for a second, just because he's so aggressive. And kind of makes it hard to heal for a second. I'll try and use the rat to give me some space, heal up, and reset. Fast weapon and the heavy weapon is always really tough to deal with. And now the host has poisoned me, which gives a little bit of pressure to me, not a crazy amount. I don't really lose too much HP. Here I see he's following me, so I try and go for a turn and burn just to get him off me for a second. We both miss, and so I heal up anyway. Either way. Second blue shows up. And then at this point, I've noticed that the host is fat rolling, so I try and roll catch him, which I horribly time. I miss every single one. But it's enough to get these guys brave enough to come into the corridor with me. GG's blue. And then the warden doing in work, getting them all squishy for me. GG's. This one's a little short, but I thought it was funny, so I kept it in here. The guys are picking on my giant friend here, which we can't have. Unacceptable. GG's, Andrew. That's just the host. Give me a 1, 2, 3. Good game. Giant squad. In this one, the host was using a scythe, which really gave me problems for a while. It took me a second to figure out exactly how to fight it. It's a weird weapon because it has really good range. It's very hard to space out, which is kind of a majority of my playstyle. I like really good spacing. And the scythe just has crazy phantom range. And it swings fast enough to interrupt your animations before you get into poise frames. So it's a little tough to deal with. Scout the partisan wasn't too bad. Goes to heal in the face, gets punished. GG's. This guy's really aggressive, which is really paying off for him in the beginning of the fight. Swings so much, just kind of catches me off guard, and it's just one thing to adapt to. So I learned here to start swinging a little earlier than I normally would, just to get into poise frames and trade with him properly. Ran out of stamina there, otherwise I would have swung again. So I noticed he rolls twice, so it's a little hard to roll catch him in the beginning, but take that to mind and adjust later on. You'll see I start roll catching on the second roll as opposed to the first. Just the range on this thing, man. And it's just, it swings so fast, it's tough to get used to. Okay, trade there. But the range, man, just crazy. Punish him. Yeah, like, it's so far. Good trade here. 2 rolls. Or no, sorry. 1 roll, Estus. 2 rolls, punish. Punish the Estus. Trade 1, 2, and then I swap to the Crescent Moon, which is really kind of what this build is based off of, just roll catching with the Crescent Moon sword. It's still taking me a little bit to kind of get used to that weapon, just because it's so bad, but it's fun to use. So here's the build. Hope you guys enjoy.